Hi everyone. In this lecture, I'm going to tell you about Arduino itself. Okay, so first let's type Arduino in the internet browser. So what you can see, you and I don't like to read patiently very much, do you? So here's the image search. Then you could see here like this. Then you will be able to understand something quickly by looking at the pictures with your eyes. All these are Arduino. This is the most commonly used Arduino Uno. You might wonder what this board is about, but if I speak in a word, it's microcontroller, or it's called a microcomputer or microprocessor. You call it whatever you like it. But what's important is that it acts like a computer, or you can control something with it. If you ask the internet what is Arduino, you will get the answer like this. Arduino is basically one of the most common microcomputer around us. You can connect sensors to measure something. You can also turn on light or run the motor. And when you are online, you can send data to the internet or download data from it. So what distinguishes Arduino from other microcomputers? Arduino is an open source electronic platform. The hardware structure is open to public. Anyone can fabricate and sell microcomputers with this hardware structure. The hardware and the software are easy to handle. Arduino is a device designed from the beginning to make it easier for beginners, not professionals, to use it for their hobbies, in schoolworks, and for what they are doing. So, as soon as Arduino was announced, it spread quickly around the world. It's now being used for a lot of projects. Arduino was announced in Italy in 2003. You've already noticed from the name Arduino that this has something to do with Italy. Arduino became the champion in this field in less than a decade since its announcement. And the open source philosophy is faithfully followed by its users. The users release their programs on internet at no cost. Because of this, even beginners get a lot of help learning Arduino. You can easily get a code for any particular function of your Arduino simply by searching the internet. Not only for the learning beginners, but also for the professionals. There's no better development environment. Let's see what Arduino looks like. This is Arduino. This is an Arduino Uno board. It may seem complicated at first, but if you look at this carefully, it's very simple and intuitive. This long black thing here is CPU. Of course, it has memory as well. And there are I/O ports on both sides of the board. It communicates with the outside, connects sensors, connect motors, and stuff like that. And here's the USB port. It communicates with your PC. Upload a program through this port, and it's just a power supply. That's all. Here's one more small chip here, but it's just a USB to serial converter. CPU prefers serial communication, but your PC only likes USB. So we really need a converter to bridge the gap. The structure is simple, isn't it? Here's a lot of different ports. These ports allow you to connect these various types of peripherals, sensors, displays, and so on. Actually, Arduino is not the only one with the Uno. Here we have many choices as well. Uno, Mega, Mini, Nano, and more. Then why should we use Arduino? Most of all, Arduino is very cheap. Arduino is an open source electronic platform. The hardware structure is open source, so anyone can make it without a license fee. It's unbelievable, isn't it? If anyone could make this even without a license fee, what would happen? The device inevitably becomes very cheap. And Arduino is also a cross-platform. You can program an Arduino no matter which OS you are using. As users follow the open source policy very faithfully, new beginners can easily get references. Therefore, you have a lot of new users, and they share their experiences eventually to attract even more new beginners. It's an incredibly perfect functioning virtuous cycle, so to speak, right? On your YouTube, a number of projects using Arduino are introduced. You can get a lot of ideas just by watching these videos. Based on these ideas, you can use Arduino very usefully in your lab. Using Arduino in the production process will not be difficult either. And recently, many people are working on producing IoT devices with Arduino, as the international interest in small factories is growing. You may join that march. Don't hesitate. Please be brave enough to jump in. Okay, this much for today, and see you soon.